Hi everybody! Hello and welcome! How are we this morning? Why are you in the bathroom? Gee, I don't know. I like it. It's my favorite room in the house. Does it matter? Why does everybody always think it's so weird? Like, I have a massive bathroom vanity. It's like where I just got ready, thought I end up doing a lot of work in here because I'm just in here getting ready and I have my laptop with me. Also, the house still isn't fully put together because we're renovating. And like my office, we're getting wallpaper installed. So it's also quiet in here. I have a 2-year-old, so it can be pretty quiet in here too. So that is the answer, guys. Welcome. I appreciate you guys, and I have like, my lip gloss readily available. Like, if you guys have Trader Joe's near you, this vanilla lip mask is pretty good stuff. I'm not one of those people that spends a ton of money at Sephora. Like, all of my makeup is drugstore makeup. I buy a lot of e.l.f. I actually bought stock in e.l.f. and that has been like, I normally don't talk about my investments because like I don't want to come off like that type of financial type of person, like crypto or anything like that. But I have, like some of the basic like S&P 500, and then like I just invested a decent amount in random stocks like Tesla, Facebook or Meta. And then e.l.f. too, and e.l.f. has actually been the best like individual stock. And it's like e.l.f. is like, they're coming out with like a men's line and all this stuff, but I mean, my stock in e.l.f. like tripled, so not a lot of people invest in like cosmetic stocks, or think of it as like a good play, but I'm the type of person that's like, oh, e.l.f. is having a big sale, like, I probably need to go check my stock. Instead of like buying the makeup, I'd buy more stock. That's my idea of retail therapy. But yeah, so all my makeup is e.l.f. because I love e.l.f. It's dirt cheap. The products are good. I don't think I have e.l.f. foundation. I do L'Oreal Infallible, because my sister-in-law, she's like a celebrity makeup artist, and she always uses the, Estee Lauder Double Wear, and she's like, that's the best hands down. But apparently L'Oreal and Estee Lauder are the same manufacturer, and like those are the dupes, and I like it just as much. Yeah, like e.l.f. eyebrow, e.l.f. primer. And I love this, the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I mix this with the Infallible. I do use L'Oreal mascara. I like these e.l.f. bronzing drops. I do have some Wet n Wild stuff. Like, I like this highlighter and then the Wet n Wild bronzer. And then this is my makeup spray, this e.l.f. That's like literally all I use. And I'm done. And blush. I use an e.l.f. blush. I really like these. So my makeup kit's probably $20-25. I don't think my makeup's that bad either. Yeah? It's funny too, because it's like, I make plenty of money, right? We actually are closing on another property at the end of the month. Super, super exciting. But it's like, I know how much money I make, but when it's like written down on paper and like the mortgage broker like broke it down for me for the loan officer, like how much money I make like technically annually, because I don't pay myself out as much as like the business could pay me out, but since I'm a sole proprietor, the business profits do flow through me as income. And so they broke it down that way, essentially like how much I make, because my salary is, I make a decent salary, right, through my business that I pay myself out. But obviously all the business profits do flow through me as income. It's separated. And so when you actually put it out on paper, like for taxes or for buying a property, it shows what my actual monthly income is, not like what I paid myself out as a salary. And it's just like, it's nutty. It's nutty. And I'm still the type of person that will like go into Sephora to look at makeup and be like, $30 for blush? I'm not buying that. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not one of those. I don't know how people can spend like $200, $300 every time they go into Sephora. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. What's e.l.f. sell for? I'm not sure right now. I bought it real cheap though. Wet n Wild has good foundation, which is, do they only have like one line of foundation? Hi, you're a 10-hour 10K work month student. You signed up for school yesterday, but you're having trouble accessing it. Please send me an email, 10hour10kworkmonth@gmail.com. Actually, I know you probably don't want to put your email. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, and I'll send you direct access as we are here. But if not, you can shoot me an email. Give me 1 second. Ask and you shall receive. Of course, it's like taking forever to load. Give me a second. Of course. How do you make money? The real estate long-term rentals. No, how do I make money? I'm a media buyer. What that means is I have clients. I manage their ads on Meta, on TikTok, and I do their email marketing. So all those annoying ads you see on social media from all of the brands you visit, you've probably seen some of the ads that I've managed. That makes me anywhere from $80,000 to $120,000 every single month. I have a couple other revenue streams now where I sell, I have a boot camp, I have a monthly membership, mentorship membership as well. This is going to be my third property. We plan on Airbnb-ing it, so we will have that as well, and then like stock dividends. But I make money, like my income is through media buying. Is cold email a numbers game? 1,000%. It's called, there's a term for it, and it's called the law of averages. And because no matter what, getting clients, it doesn't matter how good you are, you're still going to hear hundreds of no's before you hear a single yes. And so you have to have the mentality in your head that like hearing no is not only normal, it's the regular and it's the majority. And that every no you hear brings you closer to your yes, because law of averages exists, and then forever how many, for however many no's you hear, you will hear X amount of yeses. That's with anything in business, and for a lot of people that can be very defeating. So depends on if you've got the Sabra. I don't think that's right. Hang on. I'm sending you direct access right now. Give me 1 second. Okay, you should have direct access, Sabra. Check your email. I sent you direct access to it. How do you sign up for school? So if you want to sign up for the School of Antiworkaholics, you can find it in my LinkedIn profile. It is a monthly mentorship where every single month we cover a different topic. I do at least 2 live trainings in there every single month. I do 1 to 2 recorded trainings. I give you a bunch of downloadable resources as well as personalized audits. So super, super, super invaluable. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce your username. I'll just call you, is it okay if I call you Mills? Mills just purchased the 10-hour 10K work month and super, super pumped. I'm super, super pumped for you. How exciting. I always get like chills and goosebumps when I hear that because I'm like, yay, it's so exciting and I can't wait. Like I say it all the time and it's really cliche and corny, but like my success is cool, but alongside your guys' success, it's the best. There's nothing better. That's why I'm here all the time and I show up, because like this is where like my passion lies. This is where my fulfillment is. I don't wake up in the morning and go like, oh, another day of media buying. I like wake up and go, oh, another day of like building this community with you guys, helping others, getting messages like, oh my God, I had my first 5K month. Oh my God, I just quit my job. Oh my God, I just had my first 10K month. So cool. Mills is perfect. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm super excited for you. Please keep us posted. I go live regularly here on both TikTok and Instagram to answer any of your guys' questions. You can email me and also make sure you join the student-only Facebook group because I answer a lot of questions in there and do student lives in there. So super exciting. And do keep in mind that 10-hour 10K work month is different from the School of Antiworkaholics. So just keep that in mind. I can cover them if you want me to briefly go into it. I don't even think I gave my introduction, which is normally what I do here. You missed the school live. Are they recorded? Yeah, so I go live at least twice in school each month. If you are unable to attend or you miss half of it or you show up late, they are recorded and you can watch them on replay. If you go into the school dashboard, there is a tab for replays and you can watch all of the replays from all of the previous months as well. Sabra, perfect, you're in. Yay, good, I'm so glad. You're sorry, did I say $80,000 a month? Is that what someone could possibly make? Yeah, so I make anywhere from like 80 to 120, and that's on average. I've had some months where I make less, and I've had some months where I've made way more. I think my highest month was just over 200,000. That was in January, I think. Hopefully this January I see something similar. I had know people in the space who make 7 figures a month, and I know it's possible. I've just doing a lot of other stuff. So I'm a media buyer. What that means is I have clients and I manage their ads for them on platforms like Meta, so Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. And I do their email marketing. So anytime you get emails from a brand that you've subscribed to, you know, like that's me behind the scenes there, drafting up those emails, creating those sequences. Same with the ads, right? I don't create the ads themselves, I manage them. Keep in mind my clients spend hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month on these platforms. And so if you can take that money, you can manage it on these platforms, make sure that they're profitable. My clients see anywhere from 3 times return on advertising spend to 5 times return on advertising spend, right? So if they're paying, you know, $100,000 per month and they're making $300,000 to $500,000 per month, it pays very well to do that. So my clients pay me $10,000 to $12,000 a month just to run their Meta ads. I have some clients on retainer for $20,000 a month because they have all 3 services with me. You know, keep in mind agencies do what I do but charge $50,000 a month for it. They can hire somebody in-house to do the job for them and pay them an in-house salary. I'm a consultant and I have a team, and we all contribute to client success. I work with some really big household name brands. I'm in the beauty and skincare space, e-commerce, which, you know, November is our Olympics because of Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Not looking forward to it, but it's every marketer's worst nightmare, but we do what we can. And yeah. Hi Stormy, has a client ever asked for proof that what we do actually works for businesses? Of course. And the beauty about it is that we can show proof. So when you're first starting out and you don't have experience, right, you can't show what results you've actually driven before, right? But for me, and I show you how you can showcase work that you're capable of producing, how you can use a freelancer's portfolio. If you're going to be feeding that freelancer work, which is what I teach, right? We outsource all of the work. Then you can use their portfolio. I give you the script. You obviously have to get their permission. And I give you the script for that. Or you can do work for yourself or friends and family and use that as a case study. But anyways, Facebook shows you every single metric. That's why you can charge so much, because I can tell you down to the penny how much I've brought in for my client. Like, let me just share a screenshot with you of like what the metrics, and this is just like a small bit of metrics. Okay. So this is a screenshot, but this is like what the back end, and it goes on and on and on and on and on and on, like the columns that you can select. This is just like obviously some of the most important metrics. So I screenshot it to showcase it for proof. So as you can see here, these are their where am I? I'm in the ad set level. So these are their audiences, right? So this audience spent $500, this one spent $32, this one spent $5,400, this one spent $9, this one spent almost $200, this one spent $200. So in total, they spent about $6,500. They got 2,000 purchases from all of those. The cost per purchase was $3.19, and the return on ad spend was almost 16. So they got 16 times return on their money, and they made $100,000 all the way down to 34 cents. So I can tell them down to the literal penny how much money, how much revenue we've driven them. And obviously this goes more into detail on the metrics. This was just a small screenshot. So I can, like you say, does it work? Like I can literally show you that it works. And they obviously know because they're the ones getting the sales, right? So yeah, that's why we can charge so much. So like, here's another good example. And obviously this goes really much higher. This is just the totaled. Like the ad sets go up really high. But in total, they spent $54,000. We spent $54,000 on the ads. They got 21,000 purchases at a cost per purchase of about $2.60. Great CPA or CPP. They almost had a 20 return on advertising spend. So look how much money they made. They made $1 million off of $50,000. So me charging $10,000 a month to get those results is very, 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 very minimal. You see what I mean? I teach how to do all of this. This is literally meta ads. This is the meta ads, a screenshot from the behind the scenes of meta ads. So is this about investment strategies? No, not at all. Sorry, I was just talking about my personal life. I show and teach how to do media buying, which is something that you can't learn in school. I don't have a degree in this. I don't have a degree, period. I am 100% self-taught. I've been doing this now for 11 plus years. I keep saying 10 years, but I've been saying 10 years for years, so it's over 11 years now. And I've turned a complete 6-figure a month business out of this. It's a 7-figure annual business. And I teach others how to do the same because so many of us are thought that the only way to be successful is to go to school and get a degree. Meanwhile, I barely work because I outsource all of the work, and this is the results me and my team bring in. And I make, 6 figures a month doing it, and I teach others how to do it too because anybody can learn this. I'm no one special. Like, I was a C average student. I'm a college dropout, like flunk out, that just learned digital trades. And these are services that literally every single business on the face of the planet uses. Every single business is either doing meta ads, TikTok ads, or email marketing, and the best ones are doing all three, and then obviously more Google ads, SEO, all of it, right? Could you do this living in the UK? Absolutely. I have a lot of UK students. I actually have a couple of clients in the UK. So the beauty about this is that, oh, sorry, I accidentally sent an invite to somebody. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But the beauty about this is that you can do this from anywhere, and you can have clients from anywhere. So you don't just have to have clients from the UK. What are the other two services besides Meta? So Meta is like Instagram and Facebook. So that screenshot I showed you came from both Facebook and Instagram. It's all done on the same platform. You just toggle where you want the ads to be placed or to be seen. You can have them placed on Instagram. You can have them on Facebook. You can have them on both. You could have it just on Instagram Reels, just on Facebook Stories. So you have to select, and it's a lot of optimizing and a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes into it. And that's why they pay me the big bucks. But I do meta ads, TikTok ads, and email marketing as well. And there's a lot more that goes into email marketing than just sending out emails. What is competition like? Is there room for all of us? This is a very, very, sorry, keep in mind I'm live at 2 places at once, here on TikTok, hello TikTok, and here on Instagram, hello Instagram. So if you see me looking another direction or answering a question that you're not seeing being asked, it's on the other platform. So this is a valid question. I get this question a lot, and I think it's because it's like it's not like a salary job that you think competition is a problem, because you wouldn't tell somebody like, hey, I want to go into accounting. Is there too much competition in this? It's like, no, it's like a salaried job. Like, it's just not something that you even consider as competition. Like I said, this is a service that every single business on the face of the earth needs or is already using, and they either need help, they need improvement, or they need somebody to do it just overall in general. Especially email marketing. Every single business does email marketing, literally. And if they're not, they're missing out on a shit ton of money. Same with the ad platforms. Also, there's a phrase that I like to say all the time that's like, saturation doesn't exist, because everything is saturated and nothing is saturated, right? There's no field, no nothing that you can go into that's super lucrative, that doesn't have a single bit of competition that if you get in on it now, you're gonna make shit tons of money because you're the only one in there and competition is so low. Like, that just doesn't exist. Competition and saturation is in everything and everywhere. Sure, you can get on things earlier on than other people and it's easier, but that competition is going to creep up at some point, and at some point you're going to have to adapt to that competition and fight through it, and it's survival of the fittest, and there's no getting around that in any business whatsoever. Same with if you have a salary job. If they hire somebody to do a job similar to yours and they start doing it better, they're going to start offloading you and then give this other person more work, and if you don't step up to the plate, you're going to get cut. Like, that's survival of the fittest. And to be like, if we're actually trying to go down the road of like saturation in this, if it's saturated, I mean, you go on to Upwork, LinkedIn, and Indeed, there's hundreds of listings, and that's people actively looking for these services. So there's so much demand that supply hasn't even like bombarded them enough to where they don't even have to actively search it. So I would say that it's undersaturated, if we want to actually get into that terminology. I have so many clients that I feed them off to students and to other people, because like there's so many clients. You're a busy mom today, but you see, I'm the hardest working mama you see on here. Well, thank you, Steph. That means a lot. I do have to start considering like this type of stuff work, right? Creating content and going live is work. It's just hard when it's like what I enjoy doing, and it's like I'm building what I call the anti-workaholic revolution and movement, where we work smarter, not harder, where we automate and delegate. And to me, it's hard to see that as work, even though it definitely is. It's hard to see it that way, especially because like my business is so not time consuming. But thank you, I appreciate it. I don't think I gave my official introduction, so let me do that real quick. Hi guys, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Laura Anderson, also known as Digital Laura Anderson. I am the founder of the 10-Hour 10K Work Month. I am the founder of the School of Antiworkaholics. I am the host of 7-Day Weekend Podcast. I am a media buyer. What that means is I have clients, I run their meta ads, their TikTok ads, and I do their email marketing. And I am an international keynote speaker on all things AI, especially AI automation. So again, welcome, and I appreciate you guys being here. These lives are for you to ask questions. I let you guys dictate how the live goes based on the questions that you ask. I do have 2 offers if you're interested, the 10-Hour 10K Work Month Bootcamp and the School of Antiworkaholics, and I'm happy to answer any questions about them. The 10-Hour 10K Work Month is half off while I'm live, so you guys can enjoy that as a thank you for being here and for participating. So yes, welcome. Full disclosure, I am live at 2 places at once. I like to work smarter, not harder. So I'm live here on TikTok, hello TikTok, and I'm live here on Instagram, hello Instagram. So I do my best to answer both questions, or all questions on both platforms. So please bear with me while I get through them. Again, and I appreciate you being here. Another Laura, great name. So do you have to purchase special software packages to offer these services to your clients? No, absolutely not. Meta Ads Manager, anybody can access it, use it, run ads on it. And what you do is, because like I don't have like a fancy CRM, I use Gmail for everything. I don't even have a fancy email. Like I'm at gmail.com person. I have a 7-figure business and I use a Gmail. Like nobody cares about fancy software or anything like that, I promise. But you don't need any software to do this business whatsoever. Paid software, Meta Ads Manager, anybody can access. Totally 100% for free. You can get up and start running ads. Obviously the ads cost money, but like getting up and started. And plus, you're not actually like running ads on your account. You get access to the client's account and you run the ads on their account for them. So it's not, and you don't get like their passwords or anything like that. They assign you access via your email. The only thing that I use that costs me money to run my business really is QuickBooks. For invoicing and for bookkeeping, I didn't have QuickBooks for the first 5 years because it wasn't necessary. And then I use my AI automation and that costs me money because I have to have premium chat GPT and I have to have Zapier. But that's just on my end. So when you purchase the 10-hour 10K work month, like there's no hidden fees or anything like that. Only if you want to also use the AI automation that I created, I give it to you. The template, you just have to go in and customize it, and it's going to cost you the cost of Zapier and then premium ChatGPT, which most people have anyway. Yeah, and I teach you, like, I don't know if you guys just joined, but I show screenshots of like results that I get from my clients. And I teach you exactly how I do that. Like this isn't like you're learning meta ads 101. When you take the 10-hour 10K work month, you become a certified expert in meta ads, TikTok ads, and email marketing. I'm a certified trainer on those platforms. So I go into my clients' accounts, obviously I black out their name, but I show you the exact steps and moves that I make that keep them profitable and optimized. So like, it's not like your basics, like you're going to learn how to set them up and then like SOL. How much does it cost? So the 10-hour 10K work month is typically $4,000, but again, while I'm live, it is half off at just under $2,000. You don't need a coupon code, that's automatically applied. That offer does extend till about 20 minutes after the live, and Afterpay is an option at checkout if you're looking for a payment plan option. Laura, I really love all your questions and your name popping up as Laura. What initial cash investment does one need to learn and to start a business doing this? So I am a very, 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 very transparent person, and I'm not going to, because I have a full-on boot camp that teaches you the skills, but not only the skills, the entire business side of it too. However, I will tell you, I'm 100% self-taught. I don't have a degree, period, let alone in this. I, did a ton of research, ton of YouTube videos, tons of articles, tons of reading, tons and tons and tons of trial and error. I spent a lot of money on ads for businesses, like my own. I had like a drop shipping store to learn it on my own, right? It took me about 10 years to get to where I am now, right? To where I'm making 6 figures. It took me about 5 years before I hit my first 10K month. And that's because I did it the hard way. I did it the long way. I took the stairs rather than taking the elevator. Because I didn't have I was a broke bartender, college dropout, cliche broke bartender who didn't have any money. So I had to be scrappy, right? So you don't need an investment to learn this. Will it be really, really hard and tedious? Yes. Is it doable? Also, yes. But I have a ton of people who are like, hey, I want to replicate your exact process. I don't want to waste my time doing the trial and error and mistakes. Like, I want to know what actually works and what doesn't work and take it from there. Which is why I put together the 10-hour 10K work month, because hundreds of people ask me in my DMs like, hey, I would like a one-on-one. This was before I had a boot camp. Please give me a one-on-one. And it's just not feasible. I can't do hundreds of one-on-ones. Like, I'm an anti-workaholic. I don't like to work, and I would have to charge an astronomical fee for that based on the hourly amount that I technically make if I'm making 6 figures a month, right? And then I wouldn't have time to like go live or create content or hang out with you guys and answer all your questions because I'd be busy doing on one-on-one. So it just didn't make sense. And so the solution was creating a boot camp that serves as a one-on-one, because I walk you through from I don't know anything, totally basic, to not only learning the skills, the foundation of the setup, but turning you into an expert by certifying you in Meta ads, TikTok ads, and email marketing, positioning yourself as an expert, actually booking clients. This is where when I was doing research, every other training fell short. It's like they'll teach you the skills, but now what? Like, how do I actually make money? How do I actually get clients? Like, that's the hard part. Like, how do I actually make money from this? So I teach you and show you how you get clients on Upwork, LinkedIn, and Indeed. I give you all the best insider tips and tricks. I give you every single resource you need to make it happen. So cover letter template, proposal templates, contract templates, scope of service templates, client report templates, client onboarding checklists, mock interviews with clients, literally everything you need. Then I teach you how to outsource all of the work, right? That's the 10-hour, 10K work month. It's like the new age 4-hour work week where we're automating and we're delegating. So we delegate all of the work, outsource all of the work to freelancers on Fiverr. I walk you through that entire process, and we automate the whole thing using AI. I walk you through that entire process so that you're down to about 10 hours a month. It's lifetime access. So they're video modules, self-paced, so you can take it at your leisure. It's about 17 hours long at the moment. I keep adding to it, and you get any and all updates automatically complimentary. It also comes with the Facebook group. It's a group just for students only. I do student lives in there. You can ask questions. It's a great community building space. And I'm available to answer questions live all of the time and via email and via that group. So I can't do one-on-ones, but I am available for questions. So yeah, and it's been amazing. This whole process and journey has been absolutely amazing, and sharing it and doing it with you guys is the best, and I'm so grateful. Other than the discount during the live, have you considered a sliding scale? No, because I need to be fair to all students. So, yeah. How do you generate new leads? Upwork, LinkedIn, and Indeed. And then also I use my AI automation that pitches my does cold pitches. All of my services for me completely, totally on autopilot, like closes deals, has email interaction back and forth, books calls for me fully on autopilot. And I give that to you in the 10-hour, 10K work month. Are you on Upwork? How do you market your business to clients? I think I just explained that a little bit. Sorry, I know I'm behind on answering questions. I'm kind of at the top. So competitive pricing and results are essential, makes sense. Not necessarily, results in the fact that when you have a client, if you're not producing results for them, they're going to back out, right? So yes, and I go over how you can manage client expectations, that you need to tell them, we got to at least give it 90 days. And while we're spending money and you might not be getting any sales or leads, we're buying data, right? That money is not going to waste. We are paying Facebook and Meta and TikTok to say, okay, out of these millions and millions and millions and millions of users, who are your customers? And we need to buy that data, and we need to keep feeding Facebook and Meta more information, more testing until we find what clicks. Then we scale what works and we kill what doesn't work. And it's a constant up and down of inputting new ads, new audiences when old ads and old audiences don't work, and so on and so forth. Again, I cover it all, and I walk you through it. Do you write ads? So it is not the media buyer's responsibility to create the ad itself. It's our responsibility to write the copy for ads, so the caption, the description, the call to action. But I mean, AI does that for you. But it's not our responsibility for the creative itself. What niche do you find clients looking for media buyers? So I don't believe in like a niche that you should just find because it's trending or whatever. I talked about this in my School of Antiworkaholics on how to pick the perfect niche for you, because that's what you want. You don't want the perfect niche in general. You want the perfect niche for you. And you do that by like this trifecta model of your background and skills, your interests, plus market opportunity. That's the trifecta. So there's like an example that I give of a guy who his background and industry that he works in is tech. But he's really, really passionate about fitness. And so where is there market opportunity for those two things? So he went into the field or the niche of fitness applications, where applications goes good with his tech background, and then fitness, obviously, because that's his passions. And there's tons of market opportunity for that, to run ads for health and fitness apps. So that's where you kind of want to go. You don't want to just like jump into a niche where you don't have any skill set or have any passion in it, because it's going to be a huge learning curve for you. I hope that helps. You don't know a lot about creating a video ads on TikTok. You're on it daily. Can I do this? Jewel, that's a great question. And I think there's a big misconception because I'm on TikTok or I'm on social media making videos all the time, that's part of my media buying business. And that's not the case at all. For one, it is not, you as a media buyer, you don't create the ads. So you're not creating TikTok videos or creating any videos, period, whatsoever. That is not what we do as a media buyer. We are strictly responsible for managing their ads and making them profitable. Also, I do not really ever book clients on social media. That's just, I get clients on Upwork, LinkedIn, and Indeed, plus using my AI automation. So you don't have to be creating content and making TikTok videos to get clients. So the answer is, can you do this? Absolutely. You don't even need social media. Like, that's not part of this at all. I'm just on social media because this is where my community is. When going over expectations with a client, do you get their buy-in by putting it in their contract? So with marketing, right, it's all testing and it's all, where's that, what's his name? Matthew McConaughey. It's Fugazi. It doesn't exist, right? Because results completely vary, and you can't promise or guarantee results in marketing ever, especially when it comes to Facebook ads. So you can't make any promises, but as far as expectations, so you can't outline any type of expectation in their contract, right? It just doesn't exist. And I do clients on a month-to-month contract. That's not only to protect them, but to protect me too. If they're a shitty client, I want to cut ties with them. So I have month-to-month contracts with them. And again, as far as managing expectation goes, I do say you have to at least give it 90 days. 90 days for us to see if the needle has moved and if there is any traction, and whether we need to scrap it, start over, or just need to go into a completely other direction, maybe not even do meta ads, even though meta ads always work. It's just whether you know what you're doing or not. So yeah, you have to put realistic expectations in that. Tell them, Facebook isn't a magic money-making machine where as soon as you throw an ad up, you're going to be profitable. If that was the case, it would make my job a lot easier. But that's not the case. And so you have to say at least 90 days. And like I said, if we're spending money those 90 days and they don't really see really good results, which that's normal, because that's, you let them know that we're not wasting money, we're spending money on data. You're buying data from Facebook that's telling you, like, okay, who is your audience, who's going to work, what audiences are going to convert, what ads are going to convert, and you don't know that until you spend money. And it takes money, it costs money to make money, and like, you wanna play the game, you gotta spend the money. Like, Meta is the most advertised on platform on the planet, and that's not because people aren't making money on it, right? Like, come on. All my clients see 3 to 5 return ad spend on average. So, given how fast AI, tech, and related industries are growing, changing, how long do you think your bootcamp will stay relevant? I ask because you won't be able to actively spend time on it for at least 2 years. Great question, and this is a concern among industries across everywhere. And I've done keynote speaking on AI, like I am the queen of AI. I'm going to New Zealand to speak at the largest New Zealand conference, and I'm their only international speaker to talk about AI. So I'm just trying to give you some context here. I strongly believe you will not lose your job to AI. You will lose your job to somebody using AI if you are not. So think of it today like if you were to try to apply for a job that you don't even really need to use the internet for, but if you try to apply that job and you're like, by the way, like, I don't know how to use the internet, so if I have to figure something out, I might have to run to the library. Like, they're gonna be like, well, you know, that wasn't really on our job description that you have to know how to use the internet. We just assume everybody knows how to use the internet. So this probably isn't going to work for you, right? And they're going to hire somebody who, guess what, does know how to use the internet. And so that's where I see it going, because it's going to come to a point too where a human element is going to be the premium, because everything's going to be AI, everything's going to be exactly the same. And so there's going to be a human element that's the premium now. And if you are a master of your skill, so meta ads, plus you're a master of AI, you are going to be at the top, tippy top of that mountain. And that's where you want to be. Right now, we're still not even anywhere close. Like, meta ads has had AI options in the back end, and it's not even close to where it's getting to the point where, yeah, you can have AI come up with a strategy for you, but you still have to implement it. You have to constantly be inputting and outputting new audiences, managing, and then a lot of it is based on gut, right? So you'll look at some ads and you're like, okay, well, which ones do I want to turn off? And there's no like black and white, like if it has these results, turn them off. If it has these results, keep them on. It's like a gut thing where it's like, you know, it's not quite hitting benchmarks yet, but I have a feeling that it will. I'm going to let it keep running. And that's just, there's rules you can put in place on Meta to where if it's not profitable for 3 days, it'll automatically shut it off, right? And I don't even use those rules, because a lot of times, even though if it's not profitable for 3 days, day 5 it picks up and it's the most profitable one. So it's like, if you're really, really good at the skill, plus you're really good at AI, you're going to be a double threat, you know, like there's no replacing your humanness if you're also incorporating AI in that. And that's strongly where I believe. And there will be some things that are overtaken by AI, like simple stuff, like, you know, for me, I use AI all the time in writing the ads for, writing the copy for the ads. But I was doing that anyway. It's just now making my job a lot easier, meaning I could take on more clients because I'm not wasting my time thinking about copy, writing out copy. So it's here, it's like a calculator, right? Like, calculators replaced a lot of jobs in the sense that like now our time is a lot quicker. We don't have somebody dedicated to doing math because we have a computer and a calculator to do that thing. But like, it didn't replace, it still needs human operation behind it, if that makes sense. Also, it's not like we're gonna wake up, you're gonna like wake up one morning, jump out of bed, and you're gonna get a phone call and be like, AI took your job, you're fired. Like, it's gonna be a long rollout before AI can actually replace anything like the tedious human tasks, like data entry, like that stuff. Like, it's still gonna take a while, and we will be transitioned into new roles, right? So like when the automobiles, and we stopped using horse and buggy, right? Like, all of the people who did horse stuff or building the horse and buggies, right? They went out of business, but the automobile industry created so many more jobs than the horse and buggy industry could ever do. And that's going to be the same. So you will be transitioned into new types of roles. Yeah, but good question. Totally valid and fair. I hope that made sense. On meta ads, does it show if your client's sales increase? So you must have missed the screenshots, because I did just share a screenshot. So, and I, again, in the 10-hour 10K work month, I show you exactly how this is done. So Meta will show you every single metric that you have done based on running ads. Like, I can tell my client down to the penny how much money I've made them. So like, here was just a screenshot of, and obviously this is a lot longer, like this goes up and then these columns go over, but these were just like the KPI, the key profit indicators for most of my clients. So like, here's the amount of money that they spent. They spent around $54,000. They got 21,000 purchases from that $54,000. Their cost per purchase was about $2.60. Their return on advertising spend was almost 20. That means they got 20 times the return on what they spent, leading them to making over $1 million off of $50,000. And see, it goes down to the penny, 39 cents. So I can tell them down to the penny. So yes, it does show if your client's sales increase. And this is why you can charge this amount of money for these services, right? Me charging $10,000 a month to get results like that, I pay for myself 40 times over, right? So, yeah. Sounds worth it though. There's no substitute for hard work. And Laura, again, let me be transparent because I am a very, 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 very transparent person. Even my method, the 10-hour, 10K work month, where I say, you work little, make lots, there is work in the beginning to set it up. But work in the beginning to set it up, I mean, is about 6 months working 5 days a week, 1 to 2 hours a day. And that's about how long it should take you. If you do that, you should be someplace good. But again, to get to that point, and I mean, everybody's different, right? I have some students my one student who purchased in June, he's making over $50,000 a month. He made $50,000 a month like 2 months in, and it's pretty automated. So it all depends. Can we pay in increments? So the 10-hour, 10K work month, if you go to the checkout page, it does have an option for Afterpay. So yes. Or should you just wait? So I wouldn't wait, because the faster and the more advanced you are on learning the skill plus learning AI, those two together, the more ahead of the curve you'll be. And that's very important and key. Will this live be posted? I haven't posted one of my lives in a while, but I can download this one and upload it to YouTube, and then I usually send it out to you guys in an email. So sign up for my emails in my profile. I give you a ton of prompts too when you sign up for my emails, AI prompts. So yeah. Jewel, you're not sure you understand what it is that I do daily. Do you submit ads to TikTok? So another common misconception is like you submit an ad and they throw it up like it's a digital billboard and it's TikTok or Meta that does the whole thing for you, and that's not the case at all. Meta doesn't do anything for you. You can't just submit an ad and it runs. That's not how it operates. You have to be on the back end creating the campaigns, the structure, the optimization, the testing of the audiences, the testing of the placements, the testing of the demographics, the testing of the ads themselves. You have to go in and actually build all of that stuff out. You have to have acquisition campaigns with at least 5 to 10 audiences within that acquisition campaign. And then 5 to 10 ads within each of those 5 to 10 audiences. And then you're going to have a remarketing campaign where you're going to remarket all of the metrics from that acquisition campaign, again, with at least 5 to 10 remarketing audiences, with, again, 5 to 10 remarketing ads within each of those remarketing audiences. And then the remarketing ads are going to have a different type of copy than the acquisition ads, right? Where acquisition is they probably haven't heard of the brand before, they've heard of it before, but they don't really know it. So you want the copy to relate to that part of their journey. Whereas the remarketing, right, you want to show them, maybe they added to their cart, but they didn't purchase. You want to show them the product that they added to their cart and say, hey, listen, I know you loved it. Here's 10% off. Buy it within the next 24 hours. Like, and then it's a constant battle of, okay, what works, what doesn't work. We leave it running, say, 3 to 5 days. We go in there. What audiences are profitable? Leave those on. Which audiences aren't profitable? Turn those off. Put in new audiences in their place. And it's a constant battle of that. And then once you've got winning combinations of audiences, ads, you've narrowed it down by which placement works best. So is it Facebook Reels? Is it Instagram Stories? Are you losing money in the Instagram feed, in the Facebook Marketplace feed? Start eliminating all those places that you're not making money. And then isolate the ones that are winning, isolate the audiences that are winning, and isolate the ads that are winning, and add a bunch of budget to it, and then that's how you scale profitably. It's just a ton. So that's what I do. It's not like you're like, here's an ad, TikTok, make me money. Like, I wish that was the case. It's not like that at all, and that's why they pay you the big bucks, because if you know how to do that, and you know how to do that strategically to where you make them profitable, because you can lose a lot of money on these platforms if you don't know what you're doing, and plenty of brands and businesses and companies do, and they'll be like, oh, I tried Meta ads and it didn't work, I lost a lot of money. And it's like, because you did it wrong. And that's why they pay somebody like me to do it, because if you don't know what you're doing, you will lose money. Did I start doing this business alone, or did I begin with a team to delegate to start? So again, this is what happens when you're learning and teaching yourself and you have no idea what you're doing. I wish I had delegated, outsourced from day one. because when it got to the time that I needed to, it was a mental thing that I had to get over. It was like, you know, I got to a point where I had too many clients, I was burning out, I had too much work, and then I had clients in the pipeline that I couldn't take on, and it's like, I'm turning down business. I was like, I gotta hire help. And that's the only way to grow and scale. Like, you physically can't do everything on your own, and you shouldn't. Like, pay people to do the stuff that's not moving the needle, aka the busy work, while you do stuff that moves the needle, aka bringing in more clients. So I wish I had done that, because it got to a point where it's like, oh my gosh, but if I hire somebody, I'm going to lose money, right? That's my money. And if I pay somebody, I'm going to lose money. And then it was also like an egotistical thing where it's like, oh, nobody can do what I can do as good as I can do, which is like, come on. Turns out plenty of people can do what I can do. And so those were like mental roadblocks I had to get over. It was very, very hard, and it took me a long time. And like, I was like, oh my gosh, I should have done this from day one. What search words can you use to search what I do daily better to understand if this is for you? So, well, you can ask ChatGPT. Media buying, there's a lot of different terms. So media buying, a meta advertiser, TikTok advertiser, managing ads, paid media specialist. How do you attribute your clients' sales increases regularly to your meta ads? So I showed you guys the screenshot, right? That's from meta ads. So and they see it on their back end, obviously, because they just made $1 million extra off of $54,000 spent. So they know that those results are actually real, but Meta tells you all of those. So it's like, there's no fudging numbers when it comes directly from the back end of Meta. It shows exactly how much money we've spent, exactly how many sales they've received from that spend, how much per purchase it cost based on that spend, and then the revenue that they brought in. Like, I'm telling you, like, it breaks it down into, like, how can I tell their sales increased? They literally made $1 million off of $54,000 in spend. And they can go onto their Shopify or onto their website and see that they made that amount of money. So it literally is only attributed to those ads. I do have to get running though, guys. Like, I try to go live for about an hour. So it's been about an hour. You guys have been asking really, really good questions, and I really, really appreciate it. I'm sorry if I'm like not answering as best as I can, because I'm actually getting a decent amount of questions. So if you guys are interested in the 10-hour 10K work month though, where it's the full-on boot camp, where I teach you how you get those exact types of results, you're a certified expert in meta ads, TikTok ads, and email marketing after you take my boot camp. Then I teach you how to position yourself as an expert with a pro LinkedIn page, not a paid one, just like you look like a pro. And then a free website. Then I teach you the hardest part, which is booking clients, right? That's where every other training falls short, is the business side of it and how to actually make money, like, hello. So I go hard on that, and I teach you how to book clients on Upwork, LinkedIn, and Indeed. I give you every single resource you need to make that happen. So cover letter template, proposal template, contract template, scope of service templates, client report templates, competitor analysis templates, client onboarding checklist, mock interviews with clients. And these aren't like your run-of-the-mill templates. These are the ones that I've perfected over the last 11 years that closed me $10,000 to $12,000 a month clients. So super expert, high-end level stuff. Then I teach you and show you how to have AI do your outreach for you, so that you can sit back and let AI pitch your services for you, close deals for you on your behalf. It's wild. I give you that entire automation and walk you through the customization on it. Then I teach you and show you how to outsource the work, right? This is like the new age 4-hour work week, where we're automating and we're delegating. So we outsource the work to freelancers on Fiverr. I walk you through that entire process, how that looks, how you properly vet a freelancer, how you onboard them, everything. It's, you get lifetime access. So they're self-paced video modules. You can take your time. Anytime I add an update to it, you guys receive it automatically for free. And I will be making new additions before the end of the year. And then in the new year, I plan on adding a lot more additions. So the sooner you get in on it, the sooner, the more benefits you reap. It is half off while I'm live, and I do extend that offer till about 20 minutes after the live. So you guys have plenty of time to go check it out. Once the live is ended, it's the second link in my profile. You can see student testimonials, video testimonials, as well as screenshots of the modules with inside the course. More testimonials are there, and you don't need a coupon code. The half off is automatically applied at checkout, and there is Afterpay if you're looking for a payment plan option. So thank you guys so much. It means so much to me that you guys are here and that you join and that you participate. Like, I genuinely need it. A lot of you guys are asking if this video is saved. So I'll download it for you guys. I will upload it onto YouTube and then send it out to you guys via email. You can also follow my YouTube. It's in the link in my profile as well. But if you sign up for my emails, I do send out all my AI prompts and a lot of other juicy stuff in there. And then I will send this live out to you too once it's on YouTube. And then that way you can watch it at like double speed. So thank you guys. If I didn't get to answer your question, please feel free to leave it on my most recent video. I do my best to answer every single question. I know it's super cliche, but like nothing makes me happier than when I get students like waking up to a student message being like, oh my God, your videos changed my life, or oh my God, I just hit my first 5K month, or oh my God, I just booked my first 7K client. Like, it's amazing, and that's why I'm here all the time, and I show up and I answer all your guys' questions regardless of what you're asking questions about. So thank you, and I hope to see you guys on the other side, and I will talk and see you guys soon.